Good morning and welcome to another edition of Mark's Inspiration. Glad you could join me here today. As always, smash that like button and subscribe now. And thank you to all my current subscribers. I appreciate you. I hope my messages are bringing you some value and helping you to improve yourself and your life. Always room for improvement. I used to go to a church long ago, and the pastor would say, the biggest room in my house is the room for improvement. And I thought, that's good. So I'll remember that, and I'll pass that on to you. Today's topic is going to be procrastination. Procrastination to me is really just fear dressed up as procrastination. I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example in my own life. I've been writing my third book. I've published 2 books. Coming Back Home, The True Adventure of Mark Daniels, and The Power is Within, and It Is Within You, both available on Amazon. Okay, my third book is, I'm not sure what I'm going to title it, but it's about men and women. My experiences with women, not with men, but my experiences, my romantic, intimate experiences with women, and how I relate those, and what I've read and studied and observed from other people, and how men and women interrelate, how they think differently, how you can understand women better. Although you must realize you'll never know what it's like to be a woman because you'll never be a woman, but you can understand better than you do now. You can also understand that you'll never really understand. Women think differently, so you cannot ever know, as I said, truly how they think and feel because you're not a woman, all right? You may have a lot of feminine qualities that you express, which if you're trying to be a man to attract women, doesn't work very well because we need to have polarity between the feminine and the masculine. If you're too much in your feminine, they'll be more repelled or repulsed by you or use you for a provider. But that's not the topic. Procrastination. So I'm writing this third book, and I found myself procrastinating. Whenever you procrastinate, you come up with logical, good reasons why you're not doing what you have the intuitive nudge to do. In my case, I don't have an editor yet. But guess what? The book's not finished, so I really don't need an editor yet. But I'm about halfway through, and I just like, well, what's the point in getting it done? I really don't have anybody to edit it yet. I don't have an agent, a literary agent yet. I published the last 2 books on Amazon. I want to publish this with a publishing company, so I need a literary agent. I have no idea how to find one. I kind of searched online, but I'm believing that I'm going to have one for this book. So I have these reasons that are very logical for not finishing the book. But the reality is I don't need an editor, a proofreader, a formatter, or anybody to help structure the book until I finish it. Okay, is it finished yet? No, it's not. I also don't need a literary agent, a publisher, until I finish the book. So it's not finished yet, but yet I'm balking, I'm hesitating. But I have started writing more in the last couple of weeks. I've written 2 or 3 times. Where before I was going a month or 2 months and not writing at all. I might have went for a 3-month stretch without writing because I was justifying not doing it with these reasons. I always feel better after I sit down and write for a while. It just flows. I love it. So you may find yourself doing this in other areas of your life, whatever it may happen to be. Maybe you want to change jobs and you think, well, you know, this is pretty steady. The kids are in school. I'll wait till they get out for the summer, and then I'll have a little more time for whatever reason. Or I'll wait till they get out of school. Or I'll wait till this, or I'll wait till that. You're actually just procrastinating because you're afraid because it's changed. You're not sure what's going to happen. We all want surety. We all want security, but nothing is secure. When my brother and I first went into business, he's not in business with me now with my other company, but when we did, he worked for about a year and then he went back to the company that he had been laid off from. And he asked me, he said, how can you work not knowing whether you're going to have work next week? And I thought, Well, I don't know. At the time, I didn't really understand why. But I somehow trusted that everything would work out. Because I remember when I was married, the first marriage I had, and we used to have the box answering machines. And then we'd get home and check it, and nothing was on there. And my wife would ask me, well, how are we going to pay the bills? Or how are we going to do this? Or what if you don't have any work come in? I'd say, something's going to come in. And guess what? Something always did come in. We managed just fine to get by. That was when I first started my company. Very small, didn't have many connections. Clients were just starting out, so it was difficult. But I believed that I could do it, and thus here I am many years later with a large clientele and a very successful business, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 employees. Not a lot. I don't know if I want any more, but we shall see. But back to the procrastination. So anything that you want to do that you're not doing today, that you know you could do, but you're saying that you're not because of certain things that you haven't gotten yet. Well, what you're not doing is taking the first step, or the next step in this case, if you've started it. If you haven't started it, you're not taking the first step, because you can take the first step. Just like with me right now, I could have the book finished. I could have finished it 2 months ago, but I haven't done it because I'm saying, well, I don't have a literary agent, I don't have an editor, I don't have this, and I don't even need that yet. I'm not finished with the book. So why am I doing that? That's a good question. I really don't know why. What am I afraid of? So that's what you have to ask yourself. What are you afraid of? Why am I using these logical, rational reasons, which make good sense, to not finish the step that I need to finish now? Because I'm not ready to take the other step yet. So why am I not finishing it? What is stopping me? It always comes back to looking within yourself. It's not that I don't have a literary agent. It's not that I don't have an editor. It's not that I don't have a proofreader. It's not any of that. It's something else. Something inside of me is stopping me. And something inside of you is stopping you from doing something that you enjoy, that you really want to do. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of what people will say, fear that it won't work out. I mean, you could add to the list and ad infinitum completely. You could just continue, go on and on about the certain fears of whatever it is that's stopping you. But it always comes down to fear. Fear stands between you and your desires. You have to walk through the fear. And usually by me speaking about this to you, to use this to inspire you to step forward, to move on, it inspires me. It comes back to me multiplied. So I cannot teach or share something. I like the word share. To share in a way that it will inspire you and help you. I cannot do that for you without it coming back to me multiplied. I say this all the time, and if I said it in every video that I make or every person I meet, I still couldn't say it enough. Whatever I do to or for you in life will come back to me multiplied. What do I mean by that? What I mean is this: if I do something to you that you don't like, and I hurt you or take something from you or short you or cheat you or treat you in a way that I don't want to be treated, that will come back to be multiplied down the road somewhere. I'll guarantee you. Now, in the reverse of that, if I do something for you, if I help you out, do you a kindness, take time to listen to you, whatever that may be, something for your benefit, that benefit that I incur to you comes back to me multiplied many times over. Whatever you want in life, give it away. You want love? You want people to love you? Love other people. You want people to like you? Like other people. You can find something to like in everyone, I think. I mean, you could even like that Hitler had the audacity to believe that he was going to take over the world. Okay? I mean, that's stretching it, but you get the point. You've got to look for the good in everybody and everything. The bad is always there. The negative is always there. It's always present. It's always like sticking right in your face. Headline news. There's a good example. The news. I don't watch TV, but I'm like getting gas the other day, and they got news. It comes on. It's like I have to walk away from the pump after I get it started so I don't listen to this news. You have TVs everywhere. Everywhere you go, you have this. So you really have to put a concerted effort out not to listen to negativity. Like I said, the negativity is always right in front of your face. There's a silver lining in every dark cloud, but you have to look for it, okay? In life, there's a silver lining everywhere, but you have to look for it. The dark stuff is always coming. It's raining in on you. I mean, every day I've heard, because I don't watch the news, they're constantly telling you how bad things are getting, how much worse the illnesses are becoming, how you need to protect yourself, how you have to be careful, how other people are part of the problem because they're not doing what they're telling you you should do, and maybe you've already done. That's your free choice. Many, many people, if not most people, live in fear. As I was telling you, I have a fear here about finishing this book, okay? But most people never take the time out to look at it that way. They think it's something else. It is because you don't have a letter age. It is because you don't have an editor. Of course, you don't want to finish it until you get that set up. That's bullcrap. That's just fear disguising itself as procrastination. So ask yourself, what is it that you really want to do that continues to pop into your head, continues to nudge you in that direction that you're not doing, that you're coming up with logical, rational explanations to not do? What is it? Okay, because fear is stopping you. It's something you're supposed to do, something you want to do, something you should do. I don't like that word should. I could should all over myself in the past, right? I should have did this, I should have done that, I should do this, I should do that. How about this? I could do this, I could do that. What's stopping me? And you could do this, or you could do that. You could do what's prompting at you. What is stopping you from doing that? That's what you have to ask yourself. Okay, I got somebody knocking on my door, so I'm going to wrap this up for today. If you'd like to get my help personally, marksinspiration.com. Share this with a friend if you think it would be of value to them, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining me.